1 year finally under your belt. What kind of jump do you think you could take, maybe even in season, that would replicate a jump from year 1 to year 2? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just working with our guys each week, just trying to get better and better on the same page. Just continuing to try to build that chemistry with our guys. Continuing to trust our offensive line, and just build this thing together. I think we have a lot of room to grow as a unit, and as a team, and that's what we're going to work to do.
Cassidy, I muted you because we were getting a lot of feedback from your mic. There you go.
That or how much do you know now that you didn't even know when you came into that Houston game a year ago, or to the Chiefs game even?
Yeah, no, I've learned so much, and I think that's, a credit to a lot of the great coaches and, teammates I've had around me between last year and this year. They've done a great job giving me information, and I'm doing my best to try to learn it, take it each week, and just kind of keep building week by week and, as you said, continue to progress.
Thanks, Cassidy. All right, let's go to Jordan and then Gene.
Hey, Gardner, it looked like you had a pretty solid outing overall last week, but going back to that start of the third quarter, I know we've harped on it a lot, but I was just curious on what you saw on the couple passes that you threw away early on in the third quarter.
Yeah, we got to do a better, or I got to do a better job just working through progressions right there. Just didn't get backside on progression. Front side was covered. Just got to get back. The second time, picked the wrong side to work. Just got to do a better job seeing the defense pre-snap. We can't afford to make those mistakes. I can't afford to make those mistakes and, put our team in jeopardy.
And what do you credit to your ability to bounce back after you might have a rough drive or two and go put points on the board and lead the offense down the field after that?
Yeah, no, it's one of those things, we get frustrated, but I think more than anything, we're frustrated because we know what we can be and we know what we should be doing. We've seen glimpses of it this year of, we've moved the ball fairly consistently. It's just being, even more consistent, not having those drive-killing plays, staying out of our own way so we can really reach our full potential.
Thanks, Gardner.
Thanks, Jordan. Let's go to Gene and then John Reed and then Gary.
Gardner, you just alluded to these drive-killing plays. Could you talk specifically about the play on the second drive in the Bengals where it was 3rd and 4, you're in the pocket? Did you just kind of think that, okay, if I run here, I'm going to get ahead of the sticks? Were you? I'm just wondering what your thought process was on that particular play. That you just feel like scrambling was going to be at least going to move the sticks?
Yeah, kind of in those 3rd and short situations, your antennas go up for, kind of those possibilities. I knew they were in a 5-man rush with nobody behind. But more than anything, I just got to be more patient. I had great protection. Let everything develop, play it out, and then at that point, decide when to scramble. And that's just a work in progress, something I have to get better at, and we're working on it week by week.
Thanks.
Thanks, Gene. Let's go to John Reed and then Smitter.
How you doing, Garner? I've never heard you say that you needed, like you're young and you need time to grow or anything like that. You never make excuses. What has it been like for you week to week? A lot be judged on you on wins and losses, but do you see yourself right now as a franchise quarterback? And what's your thought process on that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's not anything I can decide for myself. It's something that, I just try to be the best I can be for our guys. Each day out there at practice, I try to be the best guy, each time we step out there on Sundays. And I know I'm going to give my all and compete for them, and they're going to do the same for me. And I think as long as we do that, we're going to, get this thing going in the right direction.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, John. Let's go to Gary, Demetrius, and then we'll finish with Mark Long.
Hey, Gardner, one dimension we haven't seen James Robinson in is a situation where you guys have a pretty good lead in the second half and you're running some clock. When the other team is behind and maybe they got to get a little bit desperate on defense and everything. Will James be the type of running back you think will take games over in the second half in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, we have so much belief in James. He's really proved that he can really do it all for us. He's one of those guys we want to get the ball to him more. We just got to be in situations where we can do that. And I think he can be, a really, really good running back in this league.
And that one run that was called back the other day, he got a couple of good blocks. He ran over a couple of guys and he slid behind DJ. He was kind of screening and everything. So is James one of the better combination of moves and power that you've seen?
Yeah, no, I think and vision. I think that's one of the best thing that he does is, he'll find something out of nothing. And every cut he makes, he's moving forward. He's pressing, getting yardage, and then he ends every run physically. He's lowering his shoulder, he's hitting safeties, linebackers, whatever. And I think anytime you have a guy like that you see he's giving his all for us, it makes everybody else want to step up and help him out.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
Thanks. Let's go to Demetrius and then finish with Mark.
Hey, Gardner, can you just talk about the growth you've seen in Laviska as a receiver over the last month of the season, and then sort of the chemistry that you guys have built over that same time?
Yeah, no, Laviska's done a great job, man. He's a guy that we obviously know what he can do with the ball in his hands. And he's, working every day, to be a better, more complete receiver. And I think he's doing a great job at that. Creating separation, catching the ball. His hands are great. And we're going to look, to continue to build on his role and get him the ball as much as possible.
How important is it to have a guy like him who can sort of just do everything, but then also add that threat as a legitimate wide receiver in the NFL?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think it's another thing that the defense has to prepare for each week. You never know how we're really going to use him. And he's a guy, for me, I know just give him the ball in his hands. And I don't think I've seen him yet, not make at least one guy miss. He's really, really good like that. And it's huge to have, when you can throw a 5-yard pass and it turns into 20.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Demetrius. All right, Mark, finish up.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this one pass you threw at Houston last year in the second quarter. It might have been, I don't know what you were thinking on it. No, just kidding with you. Listen, what have you seen from Houston, and is J.J. Watt still a guy you need to know where he's at pre-snap every single play?
Yeah, Houston's very good. I think one of the things that you see watching tape is they're a smart team. They're disciplined, well coached. They're going to be in the right positions. You don't see them get beat from lack of discipline or anything like that. JJ's definitely a guy that you got to know where he's at. You got to have somebody on him. A lot of times you want to have two guys on him. The biggest thing with him, man, is he just doesn't stop. He's going to keep going. Those second effort sacks, those cleanup sacks, he gets all those because he is always working. And, I think it's awesome to see one of the guys that's been so good in this league for so long, and it's because of his work ethic and, how hard he plays.
And then secondly, just playing a team that's kind of going through turmoil like this, is that kind of can be a recipe for them to play pretty well sometimes? Yeah,
no doubt. We got enough turmoil going on our own. We got to figure it out first. So hey, we're fired up. We're ready to go. I know a lot of people are writing us out, but the belief on this team is still very strong, and we're ready to get out there as well.